After traveling for nearly 30,000 kilometers through Alaska, Canada and the entire USA, the Dominar Polar Odyssey journeys through Central America, a land filled with several distinct landscapes of mountains, deserts and jungles. 3 Indian riders embarked on an Odyssey that would stretch from the North Pole to the South Pole, spanning 99 days, 51,000 kilometers and 15 countries. After crossing the US-Mexico border in San Diego, the riders came across some familiar company.
The Pulsar is so popular here. No wonder Bajaj is the world's favorite Indian.
And we have a Bajaj Vikrant which just came in.
Dominar?
Yeah, Dominar. Yes. I'll have to use some translation of whatever he just mentioned, but I did get to know that he knows the Bajaj Dominar and it's a 400cc machine.
Central America possessed a certain beauty of its own, particularly when the riders reached Baja, California, the Earth's second longest peninsula, offering 1,200 kilometers of true untamed desert.
Absolute desert kind of a terrain. We have rocks there. We have huge cacti which towers above oneself. Come what may, they have been surviving the heat in this region.
The team traveled over 1,600 kilometers all the way to Los Cabos, the very tip of the peninsula, where they witnessed the stunning Gulf of California.
Beautiful off-beat trail that is taking me across to the Gulf of California. This is the Baja, California.
Like on the tarmac, the Dominar is equally at home on such trails. Its off-road capabilities have always surprised me. Throughout the Odyssey, we have done about 750 to 900 kilometers in a single day. The riding triangle of this bike is just spot on to give you comfort throughout. What an absolute sports tourer.
Although the riders were keeping pace with their schedule, an unwelcomed guest continued to follow them. Hurricane Vicente was a constant threat, one that was soon to hit the mainland.
As we head towards La Paz, we are updated about an oncoming Hurricane Vicente. If you can see, that's the hurricane building up. Very, very thick clouds. The intensity says it's pretty severe. If you can see, this is storm is brewing up. Hopefully things will get better.
After taking a ferry to Topolobampo, the riders were forced to take a detour by the local authorities. Hurricane Vicente had hit mainland.
We were stopped about 100 kilometers before Mazatlan and the cops strongly advised us to detour and go towards Durango before hitting Mexico City. All the vehicles have been diverted. That's the path of the hurricane that's heading towards the mainland Mexico.
But once the storm settled, it left behind a majestic and clear view of the mountain roads on the way to Durango. This road, aptly named the Devil's Backbone, lies over 2,000 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest roads traveled on this Odyssey. Just before reaching Mexico City, another breakthrough was added to the riders' belts.
The Bajaj Dominars have crossed the Tropic of Cancer in Mexico.
Following the crossing of the Arctic Circle in Canada, the riders had now made it to the next famous latitude, the Tropic of Cancer.
This is demarcation of the place.
After catching up on some well-needed rest in Mexico City, the team made their way to the next border at Tapachula. The ride here was through thick forest, filling them with great nostalgia. Once past the Mexico-Guatemala border, the riders rode the Great Pan American Highway, passing El Salvador and then into Honduras. Although the ride towards Nicaragua was smooth, the border crossing there was long and tedious, costing the riders a lot of precious time.
But here we are in Nicaragua. This is the way forms are being filled.
But on entering Costa Rica, the roads got a lot smoother and the bikes were once again averaging over 500 kilometers daily.
We've done close to 30 to 35,000 kilometers so far across these two continents now. High-speed stability and control of this bike is always confidence-inspiring and absolutely fantastic.
And on entering Panama City, the last country in Central America and the 9th country of this Odyssey, a little celebratory surprise awaited the riders. Panama was celebrating its Independence Day, and our riders found themselves right in the middle of the celebrations.
As you can see, there's a lot of festivities at the border here. It's just like our Independence Day back home, where the school children indulge in the festivities of gaining independence.
Just before leaving Central America, the final stretch to Panama City was a non-stop ride covering over 750 kilometers in a single day. The riders were now on the final frontier. The next and final leg of the Odyssey was just around the corner. Here, new adventures on an entirely new continent awaited them. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of this amazing Odyssey.